Today's video is on maturity onset diabetes of the young. In short form, we call it MODY. So, while discussing this MODY or maturity onset diabetes in the young, we will also see the differences between MODY versus type 1 diabetes versus type 2 diabetes mellitus. So, again, type 1 diabetes mellitus means insulin dependent type of diabetes mellitus. People must depend on insulin if they get type 1 diabetes mellitus. Type 2 is called non-insulin dependent type of diabetes mellitus, and MODY is maturity onset diabetes of the young. So before going into the differences between these three, so first we'll see the normal physiology that is occurring in the beta cells of the islets of Langerhans of the pancreas. So after a normal meal, when the glucose levels are sufficient enough in the blood, the glucose, it will enter into the beta cells of pancreas. So what happens there means the glucose is acted upon by the enzyme glucokinase. After the glucokinase action, after the subsequent reactions, the metabolites are formed, and these metabolites will act on a channel what is called KATP channel, potassium ATP channel. So these metabolites, they close or they block this KATP channel. What happens when this potassium ATP channel is blocked? So the efflux or the outward movement of potassium ions from the beta cells to the exterior is stopped. So the potassium ions, they accumulate inside the beta cells of pancreas, causing depolarization of the beta cells. So when the beta cells are depolarized due to accumulation of this potassium ions, what happens is the depolarization will cause opening of ion channels and causes inward movement or influx of calcium from the extracellular space into the beta cells of pancreas. This influx of calcium ions into the beta cells, that causes the secretion of insulin from the beta cells into the bloodstream. That is the normal process happening in the beta cells normally. So the main problem with maturity onset diabetes of the young is the deficiency of this enzyme called glucokinase. When the glucokinase enzyme is deficient, what is happening is, even though the insulin is produced inside the beta cell, it is not being secreted into the bloodstream. That is the main problem. So let's see once again the causes of type 1, type 2 diabetes and the MODY by MODY. So in type 1 diabetes mellitus, beta cells are being destroyed. So because of destruction of the beta cells of pancreas, the insulin is not even produced. That is why the people have severe hyperglycemia. So this is type 1 diabetes mellitus. So what is the cause for type 2 diabetes mellitus? In type 2 diabetes, the beta cell functioning is normal. So the insulin production and insulin secretion are also normal. But the problem here is insulin resistance at the peripheral level. That is why these people have fasting hyperglycemia. The problem with MODY is the glucokinase deficiency. Here, if you see, the beta cell functioning is normal. So the insulin production is also normal, but because of glucokinase enzyme deficiency, the potassium ion channels are not closed. When the potassium ATP channels, when they are not closed, the beta cells are not depolarized. When there is no depolarization, calcium ion channels are not opened. When the calcium ion channels are not opened, calcium influx into the beta. So that is why the insulin, even though it is produced, it is not secreted. So what is the main cause for glucokinase deficiency means the autosomal dominant single gene mutation. That is the main problem in these MODY patients. Now let's see the differences between type 1 versus type 2 and MODY. In type 1 diabetes, there is no insulin production. In type 2 diabetes, there is insulin production and insulin secretion also. In MODY or maturity onset diabetes in the young, there is insulin production, but there is no insulin secretion. Another difference, in type 1 diabetes, because there is no insulin production, that's why there is no C-peptide levels in the bloodstream. You see lack of C-peptide in the blood when you order for the C-peptide levels. When, as we have seen already, the C peptide decides if the problem is with insulin production or if the problem is with insulin resistance. So in type 1 diabetes, because of lack of insulin production, C peptide is also not seen in the blood. In type 2 diabetes mellitus, because the beta cells are normally functioning and producing insulin, and because equimolar concentrations of C peptide are also released into the blood, that's why C peptide levels are normal in these type 2 diabetes mellitus patients. In maturity onset diabetes of the young, insulin is produced but is not secreted. So in these patients, you see decreased C peptide levels too. Another difference among these three, in type 1 diabetes mellitus, you see what is called GAD antibodies, autoimmune antibodies. GAD full form glutamic acid decarboxylase. Whereas in type 2 diabetes mellitus and in MODY, beta cells are not destroyed, so you don't find these autoimmune GAD antibodies in these type 2 and MODY, but you see these GAD antibodies only in type 1 diabetes mellitus. And as we have seen, type 1 diabetes mellitus, there is no insulin resistance, and insulin resistance is the main reason only in type 2 diabetes. So in type 1 diabetes and in MODY, there is no insulin resistance. It's problem only with the insulin secretion or production in type 1 and MODY. So in type 1 diabetes, because there is no insulin resistance, you don't see insulin resistance markers either. Now what are these insulin resistance markers means? Usually on the back of the neck, you see on the skin called acanthosis nigricans and skin tags. These are the insulin resistance markers which you do not see in type 1 diabetes, but you see in type 2 diabetes, because in type 2 diabetes the problem is only insulin resistance. So the insulin resistance markers are seen only in type 2 diabetes, but not in type 1 diabetes or in MODY. Type 1 diabetes usually occurs in the childhood or in adolescence, but it can also occur as you grow as adults or at the old age even. It's not a guarantee that type 1 is seen only in childhood or adolescence. And in type 2 diabetics, the age of onset is usually adulthood, but you can see even in the childhood also. And in MODY, the problem is only single gene mutation, the autosomal dominant single gene mutation. You see it usually in the childhood or the adolescence. Another difference, in type 1 diabetics, there is no obesity. In type 2 diabetics, obesity can be present or it could be absent also. In type 2 diabetics, obesity can be present or it could be absent also. In MODY, there is no obesity. Another difference is, in type 1 diabetes, you see what is called diabetic ketoacidosis, which you don't see in type 2 diabetes or in MODY. So if you see diabetic ketoacidosis in a diabetic patient, it is type 1 for sure, but not type 2 or MODY. Another difference, in type 1 diabetes, the problem is only insulin production, right? So because of lack of insulin production, you see very severe hyperglycemia and hyperglycemic symptoms in these patients. But in type 2 diabetes, the problem is only insulin resistance, no? So you see you don't see very severe hyperglycemia, but you see the fasting hyperglycemia in these patients. And in MODY, maturity onset diabetes of the young, here also there is no severe hyperglycemia, but you see mild fasting hyperglycemia. And one important feature in type 2 diabetes mellitus is that diabetic dyslipidemia. This is a feature especially very significant in type 2 diabetes mellitus patients, and diabetic dyslipidemia is the main reason for atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease in these patients. And very important feature in MODY, maturity onset diabetes of the young, is history of 3 generations of diabetes, because the cause is autosomal dominant single gene mutations. It is running from generation to generation. The diabetes mellitus is running from generation to generation because of this dominant gene mutation. So when we ask for a history of the generations. So if a patient is saying I in my family the diabetes is running from more than 3 generations, it means that the diabetes may not be type 1 or type 2, it is usually MODY, maturity onset diabetes of the young. So these are the differences, and based on these differences we can diagnose if the patient is having type 1 diabetes or type 2 diabetes or MODY. Thank you.